31st Annual Lees McRae Summer Theater is a great pleasure. The second show this summer, a fantastic one, Lend Me a Tenor. I'm here with Dr. Michael Hanna. Michael, great to see you. The director of the show, Bob Haas, who plays Henry Saunders, is the GM of the Cleveland Opera Company there. And then Kim Craigie Florio, who plays Maria. And it's great to have you all here with us. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
If you would, this was called, Washington Post said this was one of the greatest comedies of the 20th century. Tell us, Michael, if you would, about the overall scheme of it.
It's set in 1934, sorry, in a hotel suite in Cleveland. The opera company that Bob plays the director of is having a lot of financial difficulties, and they've hired in a world-famous tenor, Tito Morelli, her husband, to come and do a benefit performance of Otello. And he and Maria enter screaming at each other, as they usually do. They fight constantly. She decides she's so jealous and she leaves him. Well, that floors him. He overdoses a little bit on some sleeping pills. And accidentally, and they think he's dead when they come to get him to take him to the opera. So they decide at the last second to insert Henry's assistant, Max, put him in the costume, makeup, wig, send him off. He can sing it, and then they'll announce that Tito died later. Well, things don't work out the way they want them to, and you end up with two Otellos running around this hotel suite in full body makeup and costume and wig. And there's a lot of mistaken identity and a whole lot of door slamming.
Yeah. So Bob, tell us about Henry Saunders. So you're the general manager, so you're the one in charge. You've brought Tito in for one night performance, haven't you? So tell us what happens there.
Yeah, I brought in Il Stupendo. That is his nickname, Il Stupendo, yeah. Henry is much set upon, I think, is what it is. He has a daughter who's an independent woman of the 30s, and just a lot of responsibility. He's got a friend who's on the opera board who's constantly writing him. And so he's feeling a lot of pressure, not unlike a lot of arts communities today, you know, it's that sort of thing, so meeting the budget. So, and he's rather, I guess maybe this goes, it's sort of a typecast thing I get to play a lot, but sort of prim, sort of proper, and wants things to work out. But he's not so prim and proper that he won't stoop to, substituting.
Yeah. He'll do anything to save his
factotum
and the company. He comes up with some pretty harebrained schemes.
It's undoable at first, but then the more he thinks about it, it's a lot of fun that way. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of lines, but we're looking at lines, so but it'll be fun. Yeah.
And Kim, you're married to Tito, so tell us what that's like. I mean, what kind of man is he to be married to?
Well, he's very full of himself. And in the Kim world, it should be all about me. But in Maria's world, it's all about him. But I'm very jealous because he's around women all of the time. So we argue about that. And as many Italians, it's nice and loud and boisterous. And we love each other as hard as we hate each other. And then I'm always accusing him of having women in the closet. And not to give anything away, but there's a woman in the closet. But he didn't do it. So that's a lot of the back and forth that we have going on. And at the end, of course, I come back. I've gotten over myself. And I do tell him I'm going to kill him. And they believe that I'm his wife because of the way I will say I will kill him. But I'll keep that until you come see the show.
Yeah, so it must be great fun to actually perform this show because it's so great for the audience.
Yes, absolutely. I think going in and out of doors and surprising the audience, and then you see two people in the same costume, and then you're on the edge of your seat wondering, when is the wife going to come back? Because this woman is in a nightie or this woman's in her towel, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. We've done those at Lees McRae a lot with See How They Run, which I was in, and some other shows. Oh, Bob was in it too. And it's just to have an audience just sit there, not think about anything else, and just laugh is so much fun. And we've already started laughing in kind of the pre-rehearsal, so we know you'll have a good time.
Yeah. And Michael, when you guys pick these shows, that's an important part. You tend to like to get one of the shows be something that the audience can just sit there, as Kim's saying there, and just relax. And just laugh and just have a wonderful night. Yeah,
we've gone sort of back and forth when we decide the season whether we do 3 musicals or do 2 musicals on each end and then a straight show in the center. And usually it's a comedy of some sort. It used to be we did a lot of Agatha Christie shows.
The physical comedy works nice.
The physical comedy, is a lot of fun, and it's good because especially with this season we've got Oliver, which is the family show, heartwarming, a little social justice going on in there too, a story that a lot of people know. And then we've got Lend Me a Tenor, which is just pure insanity. It's just silliness on stage. And then we end with Denim King, which is local history and a great love story and serious but a touching story that everybody knows about.
And some good songs, too.
It is. And so we've got a nice balance this season that we chose to do the center show and chose to do the comedy.
I find sometimes people, your lives are so busy and they're hectic and such, it's nice to come in, pay your ticket, sit in a nice cold theater, and just think about nothing but laugh.
Escape.
Yes, escape from what's going on.
That's what this is.
Escape to Cleveland in 1934. Yeah, there you go.
It's like watching a
Vacation
Marx
destination.
Brothers movie from the 30s.
really is,
You know,
yeah.
it's just in and out and lots of physical humor and lots of visual jokes.
Kim gets to be Chico, too, and then so does Il Stupendo as well, so we've got that going on.
So Bob, tell us, how is your assistant? Is Max, does he have the qualities? Is he a good singer? Can you really put him on stage?
Evidently, I think Henry has an idea that Max is an okay singer, but he doesn't see him. Max is sort of retiring, and he's in a relationship with my daughter, but that's not going anywhere because Max is retiring, and the events of the play kind of bring Max out of his shell, so that's a beautiful thing for that character. It's really nice, and it certainly rocks Henry, I think, back on his heels. So that'll be fun for me to play.
So at one point, you've got two Tito's running around.
We have two Tito's running around.
And two women in lingerie running around.
Better than one, yeah.
And then his wife coming in later, just losing her clothes.
Losing my hat.
So are you going to be one of the lingerie running around?
No.
No, I'm not.
Sorry. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
She comes in after the lingerie running around has already happened. And then we've got a bus boy, a bellboy, bellhop, who is obnoxious, wanting an autograph and a picture with Tito, and wants to sing and audition for him, and he's always interrupting where he shouldn't.
Henry gets really aggravated.
He and Henry go at it.
We go head to head, yeah, pretty hard. Yeah.
And it's he's a very funny character, very sarcastic and snooty little character. And then we've got Julia, who is the opera board chair, and she's half the time trying to come on to Tito and trying to get him to help boost the opera.
She's like that lady in the Marx Brothers movies who was a
Margaret Dumont. Margaret Dumont
she
character.
played that kind of part, yeah.
So it's the problem for the wife, because women are always coming on
Exactly.
to your husband because he is El Stupendo and he's fabulous, but he's mine.
Yeah,
So
well,
back
the
off.
greatest tenor of his generation is what he is,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
But it sounds fantastic because you got so many characters that just, specifically that play a role that just intermesh and create all these.
Oh, they're all
does, yeah.
extremely individual.
Yeah.
They are very, very different people, and they all have great little backstories that you can invent for them, and then they're meshing together just makes pure insanity.
Yeah. So Bob and Kim, you guys are going to perform for us here.
Yes.
And tell us where this scene comes from, if you would.
Well, it's early on. I've been frantic because Max and I have been, just screaming because I've been screaming at everybody else because Il Stupendo has not shown up. We don't know where he is, and we're waiting at the hotel for him. And they finally, kind of at the last minute, do show up. And so it's a conversation. Il Stupendo's not feeling too well. Tito's not feeling too well, and he's excused himself, and Maria is explaining to us what the problem is.
Yes.
And Kim, and so this is where it goes back to all the women that you're trying to deal
Yes,
with.
yes. Well, he doesn't feel well because he won't listen to me, as most men in my life don't listen to me, and they should.
Method acting.
Yes, but we've come in and we've, of course, screamed at each other. He's gone into another room, and so I need to explain why we are late and why he does not feel well.
Well, he's feeling a little queasy.
Yes.
That starts the pill popping.
Yeah.
He starts to take pills to ease his stomach, and it doesn't work out well.
It's 1934, so when pills were still pills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So we're looking forward to it, for you two to get on stage here for us. And then we'll be back after that to talk some more about it. But
Great.
thanks for doing this for us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He eats like a fat pig. We have a food on the train. He eats too much. Then we arrive and he wants a lunch. Don't eat, I tell him. You'll get sick. You won't be happy. He eats like a pig. 2 plates. Why? Because he likes bosoms.
Bosoms.
He wants bosoms. Is that normal? You tell me, eh?
Well, it is a little unusual.
Mr. McRae would like to have bosoms. Wonderful.
The waitress, eh? She leans way over. You want a seconds? He likes the bosoms, he says, sure. He's not hungry. He wants some more bosoms.
Bosoms!
That was absolutely tremendous. I tell you, you guys are fantastic, and obviously you can see the position you're in as the wife of Tito, always having to deal with a lot of different things. You're having to deal with him for a short period, but you have to deal with him
Forever.
Bob, tell us where you're from and everything. You're here from Watauga County. And
I'm from Boone. I grew up in Boone, and I moved down to Greensboro in '92, but I come up here nearly every summer to do theater, and I've done a lot of theater at Lee's McRae. This is my 20th season.
Yeah,
at Lee's McRae Summer Theater.
You've done some great parts.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
And Kim, you're from Avery. Tell us about that.
I am.
Your dad, Roy, your mom, Marion.
Yes.
I tell you,
the Woolly Worm Man, as he's known, or
a great family
Santa
there.
Claus.
Yeah.
I grew up here. Went to Avery High School and Lee's McRae, and then I wanted to be a star, so I ventured out and kind of landed in Florida, and now I'm teaching high school, and have a big drama program in Clearwater.
Gosh, that's
But
great.
I do come up the same as Bob does. This is probably around my 25th year of doing it. I love it. It's home. We call it camp sometimes because we see each other, and you just pick up where you left off, and we have a great time, and we enjoy working together.
And you have some great audience that comes in year after year, don't you?
Yes,
that
we
that
do.
just looks
They're
forward
great.
to the summer coming. So you see a lot of people that you've seen each
Oh,
year,
yeah.
haven't you?
Yes, and that's wonderful because in the lobby we come out at the end of the show, and people will say, "Oh, I remember you last year. It's good to see you up here again." So we encourage everybody to come out. It's great theater to have up here in the mountains.
That's what's so fantastic is the theater really is magnificent theater, but yet it's the right size, small enough that everybody feels so close to the stage, don't they?
They do. It's
Yeah.
very
They do.
intimate, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And Michael, tell us about where you're from.
I'm originally from Troy, which is about an hour south of Greensboro. I came to school at ASU first, and then did a little grad school at ASU, and then ended up working for the newspaper here in town, and got involved with Janet Spear and all the folks at Lee's McRae again, and did the community theater with them first. They got me going over there to play piano for their shows, and then I sort of started performing in some of the shows. Went off to work on a PhD, came back, and I've been at Lee's McRae going into now my 19th year full time.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
fantastic.
become home. I've been here longer than I've been anywhere else.
It's a great school, isn't it?
It is. It has become home, and we're really proud of the graduates, like
Thank you.
our teacher of the year over here, and all of the other students that have gone out and have been working and teaching and performing and doing all kinds of things.
So this is the second show of the 31st annual Lee's McRae Summer Theater, so it's July 15th through the 19th. Bob, tell us what you really love about this part.
About this part, I guess I get to be indignant. I get to try to rein it in and then explode. So there's a lot of range in it. There's a lot of fun, and just to get to be the butt of the jokes and to have a lot of fun. But I get to be the butt of the jokes, but I also get to force a lot of the action as well. So it's just a really fun part that way. Yeah.
And Kim, what do you love about this part?
I love yelling at a man. That's so wonderful. It's just enjoyable to kind of be that force that's in charge, and I have to be listened to and a force to be reckoned with, because I always believe that I can yell at people and they listen, but they don't always. So it'll be fun to just be that character and to get to speak in my Italian accent.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Michael, so if people want to purchase tickets, obviously the box office is open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On show days it's open from 10 to 3 and also from 5 to 7 in the evening. So they can just give a call or come to the box office.
They can call for tickets 898-8709, or they can go to the website, which is the regular college website, www.lmc.edu/summer theater. And they can go online and buy them, or they can come by and get them. They can get them during the run of the show. It's great to get season tickets, so you're going to be there for all 3 shows. And we've had a lot of season ticket sales for this year so far.
That's your best deal.
That's the best deal. That's when you get the price, the good price, and you get to pick your seats. And so we look forward to seeing everybody out there.
It's going to be fantastic. Sounds like a fantastic show. Just one of those ones, as you talk about, you could sit there and just clear your mind and
Absolutely.
just enjoy it and laugh and have a wonderful time and forget
Nothing,
about any
nothing serious.
Yeah,
Nothing
forget about any
serious.
problems that might be going on in the world and just have a wonderful night.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim. Thanks for being
Yes,
here
sir.
with us. It's
Thank
always great
you.
to see you. I've enjoyed watching you guys perform in the past. You're both fantastic there, and Michael, a tremendous director. And thank you for all that you've done for Lee's McRae Summer Theater and for our area. And I look forward to this one too. Thanks, Bob, for being here.
Thanks for having us,
Thanks,
Jerry.
Michael. It's great to see you again.
Good to see you
And
too.
thanks so much. 31st annual Lee's McRae Summer Theater. This is the second show. Oliver was the first show. This is the second show. Lend Me a Tenor. It's a fantastic show called Washington Post said one of the greatest comedies of the 20th century. July 15th through July the 19th. The box office is open. You can give them a call, as Michael said, or you can go to 10 to 3. It's open every day. Also 5 to 7 on show days. So look forward to you guys being there. It's going to be fantastic. Thanks for being here with us. And we'll be back with more of the Mountain Television Network.